We have a read from both players, so let's get started with game number 1 of match 2 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. 1-6 for Coster, who's starting to roll. Dangler. Ooh, Coster was Tetris ready! Needs a Lombard, Give a Lombard! It's a final Lombard for Tetris with 1.19. We'll top out, so Dangler, 1.19 is the score to beat. Just needs a few more burns. That double's gonna do it! With a 1.2, he will take game number 1. Are trying to practice rolling. And Coster might just top out here. Yeah, that's going to do it for Coster, topping out at 496. Dangler will take game number 2. Doesn't get the TP to the left side. This could just do it. Needs a Lombard now. Getting droughted! No, that's going to do it. Oh yeah, that's going to do it, I think. We need to set up alerts again on this. Okay, there we go. We have ready from both players. Let's count it down. Take 2. In 3, 2, 1. Why is it only doing the countdown? There we go. Okay. Jesus Louise. Oh, did you guys hear it? Please don't tell me you guys heard that. How do I turn this off? Oh, I could just use OBS. Hold on. Alright, you guys didn't hear that, but I had my ears blasted with the Tetris sound effect. That was annoying. Well, as long as there's no sound for you guys, I guess I can take the sacrifice and lose all hearing in my ears for the sake of the stream. I'll hear some banging tunes. Yeah, glad you enjoy the tracks. There's actually a mixture of some personal stuff that I enjoy and White Bat, which kind of has become our what would you call it? Like our preferred artist of choice for the background tracks. So right now, Sodium at 262 ahead by, in terms of pace, ahead by about a Tetris. But this is pretty neck and neck. Not really too significant as we are just starting out. Scuti at 283, so pretty good seed by the looks of it for now. Pretty efficient starts. Sodium is singing a sea shanty. He trying to explain to himself why One Piece is peak anime? I'm not gonna lie, I haven't watched a single episode of One Piece. I'm intimidated by the amount of episodes there are. Blue Scuti trying to solve this J dependency on the left side. Just getting a bit of trouble here, but does get the LOM for a dirty left wall Tetris. 478. But Sodium still with the 40,000 point lead. It's slightly ahead in lines though, but Scuti did have to kick a double there. Transferring his wall to the right. Nice little set of skims here from Sodium to open up that right wall. Will be Tetris ready, set up for a potential significant transition, and misdrops that J piece. So it looks like he is going to burn into transition. Scuti did transition at 604. And Sodium transitions, I think, below 600k, but now he's at 602, 135 lines. Banks on a Tetris. 2,000 points separating these two players, so this is very neck and neck. Keep in mind, we do have a level 39 kill screen, or super kill screen. Scuti solving that J dependency, builds up his left side. Sodium in a bit of trouble here, had a Lombard dependency on the center. But we'll be okay. Transfers as well to the right and bangs on a Tetris. Now at 682. Scuti has taken a Tetris lead. We're trying to increment that lead even further now. 738. Sodium 713 at level 22. Is this best of 3? It is best of 5. So first player to win 3 games will win the set. However, it is still important, even if you lose the set, it is still important to win as many games as you can. The way our tournament is set up, for each game that you win, you earn a point for your standings. And if you win the set, you will win at least 5 points, maximum of 7. Blue Scuti with a 1-off here. We'll take a max out into level 26. Sodium at 945, level 26. So, pretty good game for both players, but Scuti does have the edge as we are nearing the 29 transition. Red best of 3 as Black Ops 3 and Thought Trolling. Yeah, this is actually a match to see who has a better kill streak. Scuti already over 1.1. Is Tetris ready for row 2? Sodium with a center wall Tetris with him into the max out at level 28. Scuti with a 1.19, looking for a 1.2 into 29. And Sodium might get the 1.1. Just needs a burn, and we'll get the 1.1 at level 29. But Scuti 100,000 points in the lead with a 1.23. Here we go, first 29 transition of the set. Sodium needs to go for an early top out from Scuti to just outdo him in efficiency. Scuti was going for a center wall Tetris, but wasn't getting the right pieces, so he has to burn this down. Now it's going to be center will touch ready at Tetris for Scuti 1.29. Sodium looks like he missed that T-spin in the center, but he's still clean. And will be touch ready for a perfect clear Tetris 1.16 for Sodium. This is actually pretty detrimental, believe it or not, for your stack. To get a perfect clear at 29, it can kind of mess you up. And it looks like it is messing him up. Gets a Lombard to the right side, scores a triple, but can he do anything now? Nah, that's just going to do it for Sodium. And we'll... Wait, hold on. Yeah, that's going to do it for Sodium, topping out at 1.18. And Scuti will take game number 1. Feel free to mull in this if you want. Yeah, I got the ready from Scuti. And okay, let's just count it down. In game number 2. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I guess Sodium was just busy, I don't know, ranting about his Chipotle order or something. But we do have the same seeds. There you go, hearts. Hearts. Yes. So this 1v1 is all about Chipotle versus Taco Bell. If you're watching this on YouTube, we are also streaming this on Twitch. So if you want to come hang out with us, feel free to do so at twitch.tv/Classic Tetris League. Same as our YouTube channel, basically, just without the space. Hey, what's up, Elp? 140 for Blue Scuti, 122 for Sodium. I've actually never had Chipotle. Taco Bell pretty good though. Speaking of Taco Bell versus Chipotle, we do have a match Reno for our Division 1 players if you'd like to help contribute to the prize pool so that our top 4 players can afford some DoorDash. Still have 28 codes left to claim. We would like to get all those codes claimed before the end of the season. So if you're able, head over to that link and just click on that claim code button and help us out. But it's getting a bit of trouble here, not really badly, just kind of cost efficiency. Sodium go for the dirty Tetris. Can he get the Lombard in time, though? Was going very aggressive. Oh, I see that code was getting claimed as Sodium gets the LP to the left side. Give him a Lombard. He needs a Lombard. He needs a Lombard now. Oh, goodness. Oh, got the Lombard all the way to the right side. Needs another Lombard, though. He needs another one. Opens up that well. Come on! Oh, he got the Lombard one piece too late! No! And that's just gonna do it. Ooh, the pan saying, I told Andy last night that I'd give him $50 for a 12 high Vits. Looks like Scuti gets the cash now. Alrighty, let's get started with game number 3. Can this be a sweep? Or will Sodium survive in 3, 2, 1 Tetris? Welcome on in, Kevin Azizi. I don't know how to pronounce that, but welcome on in on YouTube. After this match, we'll be having Dangler versus Coster for our second and final match of the night. Saying if Sodium doesn't reverse sweep, I'm blocking him on all social media and leaving the Discord server. Oh no. Oh, Sodium in a bit of trouble here. Needs to open up his right well. Oh man, he is going so aggressive, but he does get the long for Tetris. Scuti with a dirty left wall Tetris, yeah. Not left wall, but left side Tetris. 146 for Scuti, 144 at 37 lines, 144 for Sodium at 38 lines now, and 167. Dude, imagine not already being a part of the Scuti fan club. I say as I don't have him followed anywhere. Let him go for the dirty Tetris. He is Tetris ready. We're waiting for the long bar. And gets the long for Tetris. Gets the triple with that single. Opens up his right well. Bangs out another Tetris. 294 for Sodium. 269 for Scuti. Ooh, little bits there from Sodium. You love to see it. Both players experiencing the same drought, but they both get the long bar in time for the Tetris, maintaining efficiency. Wow, look at all those long bars that Sodium could not use a single one of them. It actually ended up messing up his stack a bit, but he is keeping it safe enough. He's open now on the right side. Would love a long bar this time, and he's probably not going to get it, which is the best part. There we go. He does get the long for a Tetris. 394, 429 for Scuti. Sodium would love a J piece or a long bar. Gets the long bar and solves that dependency with an L piece. Is gonna try to build up his left side. Bangs on another Tetris. 462. This is gonna be potential for a high 500k transition, while Scuti is looking for a potential 600k transition. Opens up the column 9 well. It's gonna be Tetris ready. Bangs on another Tetris. Now at 502, 111 lines. As we are nearing the 19 speeds. Nice J-tuck there from Scuti. As a commentator, I can't say I'm biased against anybody or in favor of anybody, but I will say I need content, so. Sodium does transition at 584, bangs on a Tetris 608. Scuti at 538 has been slowing down significantly. Was trying to commit to this column 9 Tetris, but was not getting the right pieces. So now going to be setting up some dirty Tetrises now at 587. Sodium at 640. Sodium does bang down on the Tetris 668. Now only ahead by 3,000 points, just like that. But Scuti a bit of trouble here, has to do some burns, costing some efficiency, but gonna be okay. Transfers that well to the far right. Scuti with a J-Tuck, trying to build up his well, trying to build up his board for a Tetris. He is Tetris ready. Nice adjustment there with the O for the J piece. So we are back and forth with the lead now at level 23. Scuti just committing to these aggressive plays for this row 3 Tetris setup. Now he's going to transfer as well, trying to bring this down. Just needs a good set of pieces here for a column 2 Tetris. He does bring down a Tetris now at 832, behind by 74,000 points. So Sodium is taking a significant lead, but this is still within striking distance for Scuti. Sodium looking for a 26 max out. He's almost set up. He is Tetris ready. And he will get that max out with this Tetris at 1.007. Scuti still with a 930. Getting a couple of burns now. Level 27, 966 with that Tetris. Set up for a couple of tucks here. Nice T-tuck there for Scuti. Can still get a 1.1 into 29 for Scuti. So very efficient game for both. But Sodium this time has the slight edge. Ooh, Sodium, wow, some very clutch tuck setups there. Could have been very problematic if he did not do those. Looks like Sodium will transition with a burn at 1.15 and is not getting a good set of pieces. Needs to survive this to avoid the sweep. Nice placement there with the square piece to set up a delayed burn sequence. And it's going to be Tetris ready. Can he get the Lombard though? Not the Lombard one piece too late. No, he's not getting the Lombard, and that's just going to do for Sodium, topping out at 1.16. Scuti still needs 66,000 points to take the sweep. And just going to keep it safe. Has all the time in the world. Wondrous, thank you for the follow. He's still not out of it yet. Needs a J piece. Needs a J piece. Or a good set of pieces here. It's gonna be okay. Tetris ready. Final Tetris will do it. And bangs on a Tetris for the sweep. And a nice 7 points. Kareem saying, my country's time zone doesn't allow me to watch Tetris and go to work at the same time. I'm going to choose what allows me to go on with my life here for the next 5 hours. Well, hopefully you're able to tune in to future streams. We do try to consistently host events. Oh, I gotta end the predictions. Ah, damn it. Hold on. Prediction. Who won? Choose outcome. Scuti. Complete predictions. Congrats to the 56% of you who voted for Scuti.
If any of the players here can sweep the other one, then we may be looking at a new leader of Div 1A. What I also do know is Dan V is up very high, playing with a lot of fire. He's trying not to get burned here. Nice triple. That's a burn that you like to see. Gets that well back open. Now it's just waiting for a long bar to come in. And he's going to take the triple. Gerald with a dirty Tetris. There's a clean one for Dan V. 137. 128 for Gerald. So Gerald kind of struggle busing here as well. But 30 lines through. Another Tetris coming in for Dan V. Go up to 161. And a dirty Tetris there for Gerald. He's going to look to bring this board down now. Or he will continue to stack. He's ready for the dirty Tetris once again. And bar's going to come. And now has the well transfer to the center. Takes a skim. Tetris for both. 231 for Dan V. 202 for Gerald Freeman. And we're almost through 60 lines for both of our players. As we are starting to get the halfway point here, Gerald not able to get much in the way of clean stacking. However, he has remained efficient, scoring these Tetrises dirty and in unconventional wells. You can see he's set up for a dirty or a center triple, gets the triple there, and is now going to finally get that well back over, established on the right-hand side where it belongs. But this has allowed Dan V to amass about a 2 Tetris lead. But a drought starting to form. Dan V up a bit high. Does get a nice long bar. There's that Tetris and a Tetris for Gerald as well. 310 plays 266. 100 line turn right around the corner. And really good placements here for Dan. Setting up some creative overhangs to make room for some pretty awkward pieces. You kind of see he also stashed those long bars all the way to the left-hand side. And now flattens out the stack. Has some room for squares, and good thing, because here they come. All right, another long bar and Tetris for both here. 402 plays 317, 85,000 point lead here for Dan V. Going to add another quick Tetris, increase that lead to about a 4 Tetris lead now at 425. But he is a bit ahead in lines now, so that lead not quite as big as it would appear, but definitely does have the advantage. Get some more stuttering here, but it's caught back up. So Dan V just going to take the triple there, probably going to stack up on row 2. You can see he's doing just that. We do have transition in about 12 lines for our players, so they're going to want to get clean fast. Another Tetris coming in, making it double. Dan V with a good well transfer here, going to go to the center. Of course, center well's a little bit difficult to maintain. You can see a drought starting to form. It's always like this game knows when you're set up unconventionally. But we do have transition for Dan V at 549. 2 Tetrises in the tank here for Gerald Freeman once that is available. So we'll wait for those bars to come. There's one. Bangs it down. 501. Dan V going to slam home another quick Tetris into level 20 at 599. Gerald kind of waiting for a J piece here. Oh, it's going to set up for a dirty. Couple burns. There's a long bar and a dirty Tetris with a fist bump into transition. 527. We're off to the races. And Gerald just setting up a couple of delayed burns, gets a long bar and another quick Tetris there, up to 552, starting to cut into that lead from DNV. DNV still enjoying about a 100,000 point lead in the real-time score. Another Tetris coming in up to 681. Gerald going to counter 577. But again, Gerald is behind almost 2 full levels. That is 5 Tetrises. So, you know, they're pretty much neck and neck right now. Another Tetris coming in for Dan, 736. Tetris for Gerald, 608. And a nasty couple of pieces coming in now for Gerald. Gonna have to set up some burns, and you'll see him take them. Triple coming in. One more burn away from opening up the well. Gets the well open. There's a long bar Tetris. Now Dan V having to do a bit of burning now. See if he's gonna go with the left well. And no, he's just gonna burn away a double. Still gonna be pretty dependent here. Now an eyepiece dependency's formed in column 3. And makes another long bar dependency. Nothing's burning. A couple more long bar dependencies formed here for Dan. He should be okay, though. In fact, he's set up for a Tetris long bar coming in. That's a triple. I can count. 789 playing 734. Gerald has caught back up here. But 1 Tetris separating each other. Now 2.5. But Gerald going to knock down 2 quick scores there. 54,000 now. Gerald level 24. Dan V level 25. Gonna hit a Tetris quickly. Dan V now is gonna try to deal with the center. Gerald dealing with his center with a Tetris. 799. 2 Tetrises back. But again, still about a level and a half behind. There's another long bar and another Tetris to bring this within 1 Tetris. But Dan V with a stairway to heaven here. Can he get out of this? No, he's gonna hang the T and give up the goose. 867. He's done. So Gerald, you need a Tetris. That long bar definitely gonna do it. 869. Gerald Freeman is good for game number 1. Gerald is on the march. Can Dan V tie things up? Let's find out, because game number 2 comes to you in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So kind of a slow-ish start for both players in that game number 1. I say slow-ish because they still remained efficient, but, you know, couldn't really do much in the traditional right well. But it was enough to allow Gerald Freeman, courtesy of the early top out mid post. Oh, nice recovery there from Gerald, setting up for the misdrop there. Gerald was able to take the advantage into this game number 2. He's going to look to ride that momentum out here, try to take an early 2-game advantage over Dan V. Meanwhile, Dan V going to look to rebound from that game number 1, put it behind him, and get on the board himself. Again, this is a league format match, and a sweep would put you in first, so Gerald looking to do just that. Dan V, best he could muster up is tying with Doge if he were to win out. And Dan V with a center well, pretty messy, and that center well won't burn anything. He will get a Tetris to provide some relief, but this is a stack of all time if I've ever seen one. Oh, and you can see Dan here set up mega dirty now. Needs the bar. Bar comes, bangs down that disgusting Tetris. And Dan's just going to go to work, holding out for this long bar. What does it say over in the UK? Oh, they say long bar sometimes. I've also heard them say, waiting for the eyepiece. Right. But whatever you call it, it definitely came. A nice adjustment for the square for Dan V. He gets a long bar simul Tetris. 150 for Dan, 174 for Gerald. We're through 40 lines. Colin, the music you use sounds familiar. Yes, it is White Bat Audio. We use White Bat Audio for all of our music needs here over at Classic Tetris League. They do a good job over there. All right, Dan V with a couple more dependencies formed here. Oh, and now double J dependency turns it into an LJ. Oh, if he gets a J piece here, he can snake that in. But it is not going to come. So he's going to set up a rooftop burn. Gets a nice long bar there to fill out the center of the stack. 223, about a Tetris back here. Gerald hits home another quick Tetris to take a 2 Tetris lead here through 60 lines. And there you go, as Kingsman put in the chat, White Bat Audio for their playlist. If you want to check them out, go to youtube.com at White Bat Audio. All right, Gerald with a couple of skins, gets a long bar, gets a Tetris, 320. Dan V at 270, going to knock down a quick Tetris of his own, go up to 293. So still about a 50,000 point lead here for Gerald. We are past the halfway point of 18. And Dan V making that last second adjustment with that LP seemed to be the right call, because the next couple of pieces that came, board was very accommodating for it. Yeah, I mean, a lot of streamers use White Bat. I don't. I like the Prime Thanatos, but he has some stuff there that has copyright. He's just a mixer. He doesn't do any of the music. He just puts the playlists together. And, I mean, while his playlist is good, sometimes he's got stuff that YouTube doesn't say is safe. So we've opted to use White Bat Audios. We know that that is no issue for us. You would think for as many as musicians that we have in the community, like, somebody would have just made, like, a Tetris playlist that just is universally used. Now we have a couple of folks that are in the realm of, you know, kind of the synthwave-esque type music. Tempfu Ibis comes to mind, out of the UK. He puts together some pretty nice melodies. Maybe we can lean on him. But certainly these players leaning on the long bars seems to have been a pretty favorable seed thus far. Both players crossing 500,000. Nice T-spin tuck there for Dan V. Going to get two quick Tetrises to take the lead for the first time. 552 to 571. Gerald taking that lead right back. Gerald is also behind by a bunch of lines here, so Dan V again will transition first. And Dan V hitting home a transition there. 599. Gerald with one Tetris left, already at 640. Looking for a 668. That'd be crazy. Or 662. Yeah, 664. See, I can't count. But, all right, we got level 19. And the speed has increased. Almost too fast for me being able to play. These players certainly capable. However, Dan V does make a slight misdrop and going to just go with a rooftop burn to take care of it. Gets a long bar. I'm assuming a Tetris. You can see the score change. There we go. So 701 to 738. Gerald level 20. Dan V level 21. It's kind of reminiscent of what we saw in that first game where Dan V was out into a lead because of being ahead in the P sequence, but this time around, he's at a deficit, 58,000 right now, to